So, good morning, friends and teachers. My name is Atara Kulkarni, and today I will be putting my points and views on why environment is more necessary than development.
Good morning, all of the students and ladies. I would like to keep my point with environment, and I'm pointing my views and keeping my views against the development. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Dhruv Parmar, and I'm going to keep my points against the development.
Good morning, all of you. My name is Shalmik Patil, and I think development is more important than saving environment.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Rahul Prajapati. I am against to development. I keep it environment.
Good morning, all of you. My name is Dharmendra. I am for development to environment.
And I am with the topic in this topic. I am with the development, and I think so. Somewhere development is more important than in.
So, friends, I think taking care of millions of people is more important than development, and we can do that by saving environment. If we don't save environment, then there are climatic changes happening, which leads to millions of people starving due to lack of food supplies available.
No, because we have already wasted and destroyed this, and in so doing, have put Earth at risk. We must preserve the Earth for our children and grandchildren. In any case, poverty and environmental damage are often linked. Destroying the rainforest gives native peoples now go except urban slums. Polluted water can lead to crop failures. Climate change will turn fertile fields into deserts, coastal areas, and hundreds of millions of lives. Developing countries have to choose sustainable development if they want to for their future.
Yes, because it is a two-faced and unfair for rich development countries to demand the poorer nations make conservation their priority. After all, they become rich and in the first place by destroying their environment in the Industrial Revolution. Now they have cut down their own trees, polluting the water sources, and pour billions and tons of carbon in their air. They are in no position to tell others to behave differently. In any case, as countries become richer, they become more concerned about their environment and can effort to do something about it. For development, countries' conservation can therefore wait until they are richer.
No, because no one wants to stop economic progress that could give millions better lives. But we must insist on sustainable development that's combine environment care, social justice, and economics growth. Earth cannot support unrestricted growth. Companies in developed countries already have higher cost of production because of rules to protect the environment. If it's unfair, if they see their price undercut by goods products cheaply in developing countries that costs great populations.
Yes, because economic development is vital for meeting the basic needs of the growing population. So I think the developing countries, if we do not allow them do the industrialists, these nations will have to bring in measures to limit population growth just to preserve the vital resources such as water, as it is one of the most important thing?
No, because unchecked population growth has a negative impact on any nation as well as on the whole planet. But the poverty and the environmental problems of sub-Saharan Africa are largely the result of rapid population growth, putting pressure on limited resources. At the same time, China has become wealthy while following a quadruple policy. Limiting population growth will result in a higher standard of living and will preserve the environment.
Yes, because obviously the world would be better if all nations rule. The reality is that for many nations, such rules are not their interest. For example, closing China huge capital, iron and steel work, source of population would cost 40,000 jobs. The equal application of strict environment policies would create huge barrier to economic progress at a risk to political stability.
No, because nations are losing more from pollution than they are gaining from industrialization. China is a perfect example of 20 years of uncontrolled economic development have created serious and chronic air and water pollutions. This has increased health problems and resulted in annual loss to farmers of crops worth billions of dollars. So uncontrolled growth is not only bad for the environment; it is also makes no economic.
But I think due to I fully don't agree with my friend Manish's point. I think rapid industrialization doesn't put much pressure on environment since scientific evidences prove that industries are becoming more and more cleaner and less pollutant, and developing countries are learning their ways of controlling the emission. After World War II, the amount of emissions are being checked and are completely in control by government regulations. And so far, the world is very far away from renewable resources. Using renewable resources to the fully extent is more expensive than using coal and other fossil fuels.
No, because scientific progress has made people too confident in their abilities to control that their environment. In just half a century, the world nuclear industry has had at least three serious accidents wide scales, 3 Mile Island and the Chernobyl. In addition, the nuclear power industry still cannot store its waste safety. Hydropower sounds great, but damaging river in itself, damaging to the environment. It also poses huge number of people of their land, as in China's three.
Yes, because the industrialized world emphasizes and the greenhouse holds back the development countries. Because this is seen in interference in their rights. It also contributes to the greater divide between the first and the third worlds. Many also believe in that the it also attempt to stop possible economic competitors. After all, the USA and EU already put their efforts. They have efforts and put imported and increase the taxes on the products they made cheaply in developed countries like tomatoes and shoes, which would also sold in America or Europe. By limited the development of the profitable by polluting industries like steel or oil refineries, We also force nations to remain economically backward.
No, my friends, grow because looking the after falling world has partnership. Climate changes will be affected the whole planet, not just the developed world. In the facts likely to have particularly troubled effects on developing countries as sea levels rise. Deserts advance and natural disasters become more common. It is no use to countries as to European try cut to emissions into atmosphere if unchecked growth in China and India leads to much the greater overpopulations. In test, developed countries need to transfer greener technologies to developing world, playing environment protection and making the stabilities condition for aid.
I totally disagree with my colleague Dharmendra, and I would like to correct him that yes, because the Green Revolution has double the size of our grain harvest. So, thus the cutting down more forests to provide more space for crops is no longer necessary because we now have the knowledge to feed the world's increasing population without harming the environment.
Genetically, uh, modified crops can also benefit the world by requiring much less water, fertilizer, or pesticide use while giving better yields. Uh, this is another example of economic development leading to environment benefit. Thank you.
No, the Green Revolution is threatening the biodiversity of the Third World by replacing native seeds with hybrids. We do not know what the long-term environmental or economic consequences will be. We do know that in the short run, such hybrid crops can cause environmental problems by crowding out native plants and the wildlife which relies on them. The farmers growing hybrid crops must buy costly new seeds every year because it cannot be safe to plant the following less crop. Farmers using hybrid seeds in what are the richest part of India went bankrupt. As a result, land lays idle and unplowed, resulting in droughts and desertification. Thank you.
So now I would like to conclude the topic as that of the development is necessary for the progressive future, but as well as the environment is also needed for the good values. As we everybody know that everything has the pros and cons, so we can't come to a conclusion. Both are necessary at their own place. So the development will give the chance of the easy future, but for that we can't destroy our environment because that's also necessary. So yes, environment and the development are both necessary and important at their own place. Because of that, we have to maintain the balance in the nature. So both are very important. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.